Hello everyone, welcome to this pick a pile reading. So we're meditating right now on the question of what should I do next? So take a few moments to make sure you're really focusing and pick one of the piles. So we have pile 1, 2, and 3. For pile 1, this is a Serpentine. For pile 2, this is a Desert Rose. And for pile 3, this is a green Calcite. So pick your pile and the timestamp should be in the description. Okay, so for those of you who chose the Serpentine, this is your reading. So Serpentine is a stone that can protect you from poisonous snake bites. It very much represents the snake medicine, like very transformative. Think of like the sign Scorpio when you think of a Serpentine. I don't know if Scorpio is actually the sign that rules it, but it's a very transformative and protective. It's a powerful stone. I think it works with all chakras actually. So we have 8 of Cups, all about what you should do next. The Tower. Warrior 6. Pan or the Devil. So for one thing I can tell you right now is that you shouldn't do something that you've done before, which is pretty obvious. It's definitely time to let whatever fall needs to fall and to just move on to something new. Because I think there might be temptations here that you're having. Like you might feel like you want to go back to doing something that you used to do, that used to fulfill you. But you know, it's just something that isn't fulfilling anymore though. And also it might even seem like, if you really look at it, the thing might actually seem kind of vain. Like it might not even be that interesting anymore at this point, because I do feel like whether or not the tower has already come down, you just can't turn back at this point. So it's kind of like you probably don't even really want to do that thing anymore, even if there's a temptation, whether this is a person, a place or thing, like whatever noun that this is. There's a temptation here to go back to this, but I think it's definitely best to leave whatever has just fallen down, to leave those ashes in the past and to really look forward. Now you probably don't know where you're going, but you might have a little hint here, is what I'm feeling with this reading, is that something has just completely been destroyed or fallen down in a way, but there's still ashes that remain that you could probably like try to go back to it and rebuild it. But I feel that it's best to see what you've learned from that thing though, first of all, because you might even be thinking that thing that just ended was something really bad and just an awful experience. So make sure you're gaining what there is to gain from that experience, because there's wisdom in everything. Like there's gifts in everything, because in this Devil card we see on his forehead he has this glyph that leads you to like a new realm, like knowledge, wisdom gained from these temptations and from whatever this is, whatever the devil is for you, because it can be something that felt more restricting to you, but it can also be something that felt like it's giving you everything you need in a way, which can be something restrictive. Anyway though, there's something that you're getting hints at. There's something that you kind of have a vague understanding, like you know you don't want certain things anymore, and it's probably kind of hard for you to go back to certain things anyway, whether these things are thoughts, beliefs, people, places, things. There's a temptation to go back to it, but at the same time it's like I don't really want to go back to it. So right now it's definitely a time to move on though, into an unfamiliar territory. It's time to move into unfamiliar territory. go to the things that are making you feel more confident, because sticking with these things in the past, are they just because, like, so I feel like you are gaining a greater sense of your own self-worth and self-value and self-confidence. You're really trying to stand in your own power right now, so it's not the time to rely on others or to give your power away of any sort. It's really time to look towards the new and the future right now. So we have inspirational creation, so alchemy, the elements, and innovation. So with these things that are crumbled too, you can definitely put them together and create something new with them. Like, take the wisdom gained from what just occurred and, like, basically be able to take all those things that had a hold on you for a while and make them into your own strength with the warrior 6, which is the wand suit. Turn these things, turn these experiences, make them work for you. Turn them into something that is your greatest strength. Use them as your own power. Like, forge all these elements into a sword and use that to fight your way to whatever you're trying to do. It doesn't even have to necessarily be a fight at all, but now's really a time, though, to take things from the past that have crumbled, bring them together, and use them for your benefit. And this is a new thing, though. Like, don't go back to anything, though. This is a new circumstance that you're living in. This is a new situation. This is all, alchemy. Alchemize the shadow and the light. Bring it together and stand on top. Like, use these things as your benefit, basically. Don't think of these things that has occurred as bad, but reflect on what you've learned. And now we have forgive. So yeah, don't be thinking that, because I'm getting that something here has happened that has fallen down and you didn't want to let it go yet, but, or whoever this was, whatever has happened, forgive yourself and forgive others, and don't hold on to any resentments, because that's only getting you here. Like, let this fall, move towards this light, forge your sword, create something for yourself from this experience. I'm going to read to you forgive. The forgive card. With Archangel Zadkiel. With forgiveness, you empower healing for yourself and others. With forgiveness, your energy expands, your vibration increases, and healing is able to happen for you on a cellular and energetic level. Forgiveness does not make whatever happened right, but it allows you to mentally and energetically let go of any grievances previously held. With this shift in perspective of forgiveness, the vibration of every cell in your body is able to increase, and the subtle energy within and around you shifts. Forgiveness brings great benefit into your life and into the lives of others. When you forgive even subtle or small past hurts and wounds, forgiving yourself and those who betrayed you or caused you harm in your life, you are able to create a significant energetic shift. Where is forgiveness necessary in your reality now? Let yourself feel fully whatever comes up, and now release all of it into light and over to your angels. You are wrapped in wings of love as your angels take your past pain, suffering, or doubt and release these energies into light. Allow forgiveness, love, and compassion to take in their place. It is a powerful step away from holding on to past wounds and to shift into the perspective of forgiveness and love. So, whatever has happened here, it might have left you in a state of like shock even, or you might feel kind of traumatized from what has just occurred. But you know, it's time to move on from the situation, though. It's time to move on from whatever has happened, and really stand in your own power, and to use everything for your own benefit. Take these experiences, put them together, forgive yourself and others so you can move on and be in your own power. So let me roll the dice. So we have Sagittarius, which is a very optimistic and faithful sign. So have faith that all these things that have happened were for your greatest benefit, really. They were trying to teach you something, and that, you know, what can you learn? Whatever has happened for a reason. So it's all about, what have you learned from this situation? You know, have faith in whatever's happening for you right now, that it's happening for your greatest good. We have 4, which is about your emotional stability and your structure, landing right on the Tower card. So this might be something very, very personal to you. This could have to do with your family, your own sense of emotional security or stability. So, you know, if you're feeling kind of out in the open at this point, and you're feeling like, maybe you're having feeling like you can't trust anymore, you know, it's time to forgive, though. It's time to heal those trust issues. I'm feeling like, you know, like root chakra work would be a good idea. The moon, this has to do with a lot of your emotions. At 4 and the moon. So the moon and the 4th house are both kind of correlated with the sign Cancer. They're all kind of can be associated with each other. So this is really all about your emotional security, your needs. So, and especially with the needs landing on the Devil, you know, for one thing, don't give away too much, though. Don't give away your emotions too much. Don't put your emotions into something that isn't serving you. It's really time to move on from these situations. It's time to heal these traumas, and it's really time to heal and just have faith in what has occurred. Because with the moon, this is something that has it's really emotional body. It's really touched your emotional body a lot. So I'm thinking, you know, healing the lower chakras, the root and sacral mostly is what I feel would be very beneficial, because this is something that has really shook you to the core, basically. The tower shook you to the core, essentially. Like very psychological wounds from what has happened from this, whatever situation this devil was that you were into. This could have been you doing this to yourself. It could be a lot of things, but either way, it's really time to just stop focusing on that so much, and to regain your own personal power and strength. You know, regain your confidence in yourself, so that you can live in this world without feeling like a victim, without feeling like things are just happening to you, and they're horrible. It's really time to step into this Warrior 6 energy. No foe too great. Anything that's happened now, you're gonna take those experiences, put them together. Now, no foe is gonna be too great. You know, time to forgive, time to heal, time to alchemize, time to utilize your elements, time to innovate. So, you know, forgive your past self. You're doing the best that you could in that moment with the elements that you currently were aware that you had. Don't let anyone take your power from you. Don't let any external circumstance shake up your internal security. The power within, you know. Okay? thank you for watching, those of you who chose the Serpentine. Also, you might want to look into Serpentine's meaning more, because I'm feeling like reading about the stone could really help you as well. So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope this video helped you. Okay, for those of you who chose the Desert Rose, this is your reading now. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. Already we have 277. That's a very mystical number, very contemplative number. Maker 6, and the Maker. Whoa, you guys are all about your patterns right now. You guys are all about your patterns. Okay. Repeating theme here. Repeating theme. This is very having to do with your material growth. So what you're trying to do right now is you're really trying to grow something. Whether this is having to do with your body, your work, your work health, your daily routine, anything having to do with the physical world. This is something that you've been working on for a while, and you might have multiple projects that you're working on at this moment, or this all is correlated with one thing that you're doing. But basically there's stuff that you're really working on growing here with all the earth energy, and it's stuff that you've been dedicated. You have a vision, and you're really investing a lot of your effort into this project. A lot of your energy is going into what you're trying to build and grow in this stage here, because this is something that you're wanting to share with others, and you're really feeling like you might be feeling kind of like you got a lot going on, that a lot of things that you've got to be on top of, a lot of things might be coming up for you to have to deal with too at this moment. With the Seven of Wands, there might be a lot of other, there might be things that you're realizing that you have to do to grow what you're wanting to grow. Like all of a sudden it might be you find one thing that you're trying to grow, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, and then I have to deal with the legalities, and then I have to deal with this order, and I have to deal with this fee, and I have to deal like you're just trying to do one thing, but then like all these other things come up that you're like, oh my god, I have to do all these things. And it might not even be related to the same thing. Even it could be that you're really working on this, but then there's so many other responsibilities to take care of at this point. But I do feel like there needs to be because this is for what should you do next, because you're really you're wanting to share something here, but do make sure that you're giving and receiving enough to be able to hold to have enough energy to be able to continue doing what you're doing here. Don't give away too much, because there needs to be a proper balance of the giving and receiving is what I'm really feeling here, because there being a lot of things that you're needing to put your energy and efforts into and needing to act on, while at the same time you're really trying to preserve these things as well. It could be, you could really get burnt out. So make sure whatever you're doing, you're giving and receiving properly with whatever's going on in this situation here. Because even I'm feeling like maybe for some of you that you're having new opportunities come in for your work, like maybe a new person is helping you out, or some new item that you have, or something that you might be trying to learn how to use now, on top of all the other things that you're trying to learn. There's another thing that you're into at this point. So we have awakening, ancient knowledge, memories, and connection. So with this can definitely be, you might be really realizing like a lot of things that you're into and a lot of things that you resonate at this point, and you're really trying to work on all these things and grow them. Awakening under the maker. This could be about looking into your roots more, like where you came from, or getting more into history, getting more into the roots of things, you know, like getting more into the origin. Because, you know, for whatever you're doing, for whatever reason, really, it could unlock another door for you to really look into like the step-by-step origins of things, and really getting to like the root in the beginning. That could be very helpful for you. So you could be someone in the process of awakening to, you could be someone who's kind of a shaman too, I'm thinking. You could be someone who's doing you're like an earth angel is what I'm getting, or you might be someone who is into, might be someone who connects with elementals. So, and this is all having to do with what you should do next. And what you should do next is you should, look at the natural world. Look at the natural world, observe the natural world, like how she is kind of observing these projects. For what you're trying to do, it might be a very good idea to just take some time to reflect and sit down and reflect on the world around you, and reflect on your projects more, or just reflect on the world and see what comes to you. Or maybe, take a little bit of a break and go in nature and connect with nature more, and just really notice all these patterns in nature, and these kind of cycles could be very helpful for you. Making sure you're re-energizing yourself. Love your challenges. So let's read Love Your Challenges. With Archangel Metatron. You have reached a powerful point of new beginning, which through your thought, your vibrational energy signature, and through your intention enables you to consciously co-create with divine love to bring a new level of joy, vibrant well-being, health, abundance, and love into your life. Know that love and joy are the most powerful vibrations in the universe, and simply calling these vibrations in, surrounding your energy with love and joy, will not only uplift you and bring new positive experiences into your life, but love and joy will actually protect your energy, your mind, body, and spirit from absorbing unwanted, unwarranted negativity, doubt, fear, and lower dense vibrations from others and from your world. The amazing thing about joy and love is there is no limit to the power. There's no limit to joy and love. And so now, as dense energy is released, this orb of light and love around you becomes strengthened even more. We flow more and more joy, love, light, and high vibrations from the angelic realm, your way to cleanse and uplift you. Imagine that as you breathe in, joy, love, and light fill your body, and as you breathe out, the same joy, love, and light fills out your aura. Nurture love and joy, and love and joy will nurture you. These forces of nature will propel you forward to accomplish your purpose. Joy and love are a guide. Pay attention to what brings you joy and keep moving in this direction. Crystal to help you live in alignment with joy and love. Hiddenite. Love your challenges and know that often grow more quickly in times of you often grow more quickly in times of challenge than when everything is going well. When you're able to experience a vibration of love amidst challenges, you can easily receive the insight and blessings contained therein. There is always a silver lining and hidden blessings just waiting for you to tune in. So if you're feeling challenged now, do not think, why me, or why must I experience this challenge? Instead think, why this challenge now? What is my lesson in this challenge? What is the blessing in this challenge? This perspective shift will help you to claim the seeds of power, the granules of light, and the codes of consciousness and frequency available for you amidst the challenge in every present moment. Your work in cleansing old energy and making your way for your brilliant inner light is important. It is not to be completed once and then be over with, but rather to be returned and repeated. Remember, your choice makes all the difference. Your choice in every moment, the grand choice, the ultimate choice. How will you respond? Is it with love or fear? Love expands your energy and moves you further. Fear contracts and limits your future potential and blessings available to you now. Keep asking help from your angels to make the conscious choice of responding to love. So whatever you're being faced with at this point, it's all about making sure though that you are tuning in to the love and being able to give and receive love, give and receive joy. Whatever you're being faced with right now, it might be a challenge. There might be a lot of things coming up. There might be a lot of things that you're realizing, a lot of things that you feel like you got to be on top of. But whatever is coming up for you right now, it's all part of the journey. It's true. Don't be. It's not gonna be the most beneficial things for us to be thinking like, oh, I don't want to deal with this problem and that problem and that problem. Like, I just want to do this, but really you're being asked to love these challenges. It's an experience, and this life is really a gift, and it's something to really cherish and not just only wish to experience one thing. So, keep doing what you're doing, keep working on what your projects are. And just know that whatever you're being faced with, it's all a part of this journey and this experience. Everything is a gift to you. Everything is a blessing. It might not look like a blessing right now, but it truly is a blessing, because this is really teaching you a lot. This is ancient knowledge being gifted to you through these experiences. And whether, it may not be clear at this moment, but it will become clear one day. Like, love your challenges, because everything is happening for a reason to you right now. Not to you, even for you. Everything is happening for you right now for a reason. So yeah, whatever you're being faced with, don't be thinking like this is meant to challenge you and make this hard on you, like in a bad way, like a challenge is bad. Challenges are not a bad thing. Challenges are what help you grow the most, and that's exactly what you're trying to do here, is grow whatever you're trying to grow. And this is exactly what needs to happen if you want it to continue, because you might have been at a kind of what do I do next position, which is why you're on this video of what to do next. But love your challenges is what to do next. Be grateful, cherish them as a gift, see their value, see their worth. So we have 9, which is all about higher knowledge, wisdom. It can be about foreign travel. It's about your beliefs, your philosophy. So make sure that what you're believing about what is happening is in alignment with something that's going to be beneficial for you. What are you believing about the situation, and what are you learning? What are you being taught from these circumstances? So we have Aries, which is a very a sign all about taking action, being assertive, standing your ground. So with Aries, this could be something you might be feeling a little impatient at this moment and kind of frustrated. If you just want to go and take charge. And the moon, it's an instinctual pull too. There's a lot of feelings and emotions and memories and attached to this. I'm feeling like, yeah, there's a lot attached to what's going on. You know, allow it to be, because the moon is very receptive. So make sure, you know, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself about what you're feeling, about what's going on. Make sure the way that you're feeling and believing about what's going on is empowering to you for, you know, whatever action you're taking. Make sure you're coming from a place of like joy and love, and that this isn't coming from a place of frustration or just wondering why me type of situation. The last reading I did was a lot about that, too, like the why me. Because whatever's going on right now, whatever you're having to deal with in your life is definitely a gift. It might seem like a challenge right now, but it's something that's really a gift to you. Okay, so because this is bringing you a lot more understanding and knowledge. Because what's going on right now has a lot to do with your memories, with the moon and the awakening card having to do with memories. And I think this might have to do for some of you with breaking from old ways of handling situations. There's kind of like a new approach to this project, like something that was maybe felt like it was missing. You're kind of finding the key that you needed to be able to continue to pursue this. Yeah, so that's what I have for you. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope that this was helpful to you. Also, if you want to look into Selenite rose, I feel like that would be something that could be beneficial towards you if you feel called to do so. Okay, those of you who picked the green calcite, this is your reading. So we have the Two of Swords, Princess of Cups, Dreamer 3, and the Dreamer Princess. So for those of you who chose the green calcite, I'm feeling like this is something linked to either something of the past or your inner child. With the Princess of Cups, as I'm feeling like this is something that kind of goes way back, and this is kind of like a situation. You're really evaluating things right now, and you might be really evaluating your past, and seeing, because you know this is all about what you should do next. You might be feeling very hurt in a way. You might be feeling very brokenhearted from circumstances of the past, or it could be inner child wounds as well. Either way, it's stuff from the past that's really hitting you at the core of your heart, really deep in your heart and soul. With the Dreamer Princess, this could have to do with even other things, like what people have said to you in your past. But this is something you're really evaluating over things of the past right now. I feel like you're really trying to heal these wounds that you have. These are deep wounds that I'm feeling like you're really looking at. Definitely is a good time to gain a very clear headspace, and because there might be a lot of emotions and hurts around this thing that you're feeling right now, that you're really going over right now, because it seems like you're feeling like it might be hard to move on right now. You might want to stay in this place, but at the same time you do want to move on. So we have higher perspective. So this is something that whatever has occurred here, like, yeah, it's really about evaluating it and taking a higher perspective and not being too involved in the situation, not getting really your emotions too involved, and kind of taking a more detached approach. Actually, I'm feeling like it's going to be the best way to handle this situation, and to really ask questions about it, and to be like, okay, what has occurred? What do I believe about it? Is this true? Because I do feel like you've been kind of dwelling in the feelings of it for a while, but it's really time to see like the higher meaning and the higher purpose of it all. Because with the Two of Swords, I'm really seeing like an evaluation going on. It's the best thing to do. Really, just evaluate over what you're getting into, because there's a lot of there's quite a bit of air energy here. For this card, I like to call this an INTP card. It's a very curious card. It's a very and also I'm getting that like Myers-Briggs personality test, understanding yourself more. You might be trying to understand yourself more and understand your past and your origins, or where you're coming from, where you're going, why things have occurred, and everything. But with this card, as I was saying, I always see this as an INTP card, which is a card that's really curious. It's into just kind of testing things out. It can be kind of a trickster energy. It can be like something slipping on by you, almost, type of energy. Princess of Cups is really feeling like this is something having to do with the past, or like an inner child wound that we're kind of, it's best that we're really evaluating right now. And because recently we've been really, in this pile, we've been really, really stuck in this kind of feeling of loss. Like you're just heartbroken, just sad, but it's, yeah, like I said, it's time to evaluate over these things and to see the higher meaning of them, and not to think of these things that have happened as like really painful or bad experiences to have happened, but really to gain the knowledge and the wisdom from them, and to look at them from a new perspective, and to really begin to connect with yourself and your soul more, and not searching outside of yourself for whatever you're looking for, because what you do have is within you. Whatever you're looking for right now is already within you. Inner guidance. So let me read to you inner guidance. With Archangel Jophiel. The full extent that which you seek can only be found within you. To uncover your highest potential, discover your soul purpose, and align with the vast possibilities for your life, look within. Focus your awareness upon your heart and tune into the light therein. Lift in the light and presence of the divine, and let your inner light awaken the full truth of all that you are. Then listen and receive guidance to urge you forward. Act on this guidance and take your next step to bring your highest light into reality, to live as an awakened master of light that you are, to awaken to your full potential to the full beauty as a divine being, your full power and potential. Receive all the codes of awakening from your team, your guides, the earth, and the divine, and let them color, flow into place, and unfold in the way that is authentic for you. Live to expand into this higher state of consciousness, into your highest light.
From this knowing and presence of vast infinite love, be guided, inspired, and prompted to take action in your life. You may need to return to this space for a while, merely to be in the divine light and presence and bask in the energy before your next steps appear. Let that be okay. Lift in the light and just be, knowing that when you do, guidance in your way through will be revealed. And so sit in the light, shine with light, and when you receive inspiration, take action. Listen to your inner guidance to live authentically, boldly, vibrantly, and with incredible love in the way that most empowers you, benefits your life, and serves, awakens, and heals humanity as a whole, ushering humanity and the earth into the new and awakened earth, the new paradigm, one moment at a time. So I am feeling like with this pile, you might have been seeking like the answers of why certain things outside of yourself, and really trying to figure out things that have to do with like your whole entire psyche, who you are as a person. You might have been trying to figure that out from outside of you, and you might have been kind of busy, kind of just looking at a lot of things. Maybe like, I don't know, that's why maybe I'm thinking I think of Myers-Briggs even. Like you can take as many personality tests as you want and as many quizzes as you want, but in the end, like, to really understand yourself truly and have this higher perspective of who you really are, which is the cosmos, which is one unity, to really awaken to all that you are, that is found within. You can look anywhere you want. You can you can look anywhere outside of you. You can ask anyone. You can take all the quizzes in the world, but the answers that hold the higher perspective are going to be found in your heart, like within you. Your inner guidance is the only place that can tell you that. Like, for example, even too, you might have even clicked on this video looking for me to tell you like what the answer is to what you should do next. But the answer to what you should do next is, well, the answer to that is to go within. But I can't tell you what that is. I can't tell you what to do next. Like, I can only, you know what I mean? I can only tell you that that's going to be found within. And that's always kind of what it comes to in the end, is that's found within. And I hope that this kind of might push you to really go within to heal what you're looking to heal right now. What we need to do, we need to take some time and sit down and reflect and observe things, and to not be so busy, to sit down, maybe meditate, relax, see what comes up for you. Look within is what I'm getting for this pile. So let's roll a dice for this pile. Whoa. So we have 9, which is about your beliefs, philosophies. It can be about travels. So this could also have to do with like travels of real life travels or travels of your mind. But this has a lot to do with your belief systems. The Sun, which has to do with you, your expression, your vitality, your joy, your life, your consciousness. And Scorpio is a very deep and subconscious, because these are things in your subconscious that you're looking for. These are beliefs in your subconscious, like, that have to do with you as your own being, how you experience and how you live your life. That's the Sun. So this is something deep and subconscious, rooted in your belief structures that to be evaluated right here, because I know that when you go within, you'll gain this higher perspective. You'll find exactly what you're looking for right within inside of you. To be able to finally re-sow and love and forgive, and this broken heart, this feeling of sadness and loss, rekindling the soul, the inner child, You know, you might not know what to do next or how to do this, but you know, just take some time and sit down and look within. Okay. So I know you will gain this perspective. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. Also, if you wanted to look up the green calcite, I do think that this would be a beneficial stone for you to look up as well. It could be helpful to you. Thank you for watching, everyone. Hope this helped.